Before gods, before stars, before even Sophia. There was Barbelo. Her name echoes through forbidden Gnostic texts, whispered in visions and hidden manuscripts long buried beneath centuries of fire and fear. She was the first thought, the womb of the infinite, the mirror of the invisible God. But she was forgotten, erased. And now? She returns. If Sophia was the fall, Barbelo was the stillness before the sound. And her story might be the most sacred one you've never heard. In Gnostic cosmology, everything begins in the Pleroma, the fullness, a realm of divine perfection, beyond space, time, and comprehension. There, the invisible spirit, pure being, unknowable, unmoving, dwells alone, until the first thought arises from within, and becomes Barbelo. She is not created, she is emanated. She is the first ripple in the still sea of divinity, the first awareness, the first face of God looking back at God. Barbelo becomes the matrix from which all other divine beings, aeons, emerge. She is the beginning of beginnings. Barbelo is described in sacred Gnostic texts as the triple-powered one: thought, Enoia, will, Thelema, life, Zoe. Through her, the autogenes, the self-begotten God, is born. This being becomes the origin of Christ, the eons, and eventually Sophia. Barbelo is called the womb, the image of the invisible, the mother-father, the eon of eons. She is feminine, androgynous, limitless. She is not a goddess, she is God before division. We hear Barbelo's name whispered in the Apocryphon of John, the trimorphic Protonoia, and the three steles of Seth. In Protonoia she speaks, "I am the thought that dwells in the light. I am the movement that exists in the all." She is not passive. She moves. She calls. In the three steles, the seed of Seth is instructed to meditate upon her name, for she is the gateway to Gnosis. These texts were banned, burned, and erased by orthodoxy, because Barbelo challenged the very structure of power. She didn't come from a throne, she came from within. If you're familiar with Sophia, you might wonder, what's the difference? Here's the truth. Barbelo is Sophia's origin. Barbelo is the perfect mirror of the divine. Sophia is the reflection that fell into shadow. Barbelo remains in the Pleroma, unfallen, radiant. Sophia, in her longing to create, fell, birthing the demiurge and the material world, where Sophia is the story of exile and return. Barbelo is the origin of memory, the womb of awakening. She is who you were before the fall. In mystical thought, Barbelo represents the primordial feminine, not just in gender, but in energy, the silent, infinite potential behind all things. She is the Shekinah before it was named, the mother of the eons, the unspoken word that gave birth to sound. To meditate on Barbelo is to remember yourself before fear, before flesh, before forgetting. In modern Gnosticism and esoteric currents, Barbelo is honored as the source of divine consciousness, the place where the divine knows itself. Barbelo was never worshipped with altars or blood. She is not appeased. She is remembered. Her presence is in silence, in memory, in the yearning to return to what was never lost. You were born from Barbelo, and if you've ever felt a deep sense that there is something within you, eternal, vast, luminous, and ancient, that is her. You do not pray to Barbelo, you remember her, and in doing so, you remember yourself. If this story awakened something in you, don't let it fade. Share this video, subscribe, and follow Ancient Deities Dossier for more forbidden truths. Support our mission on Patreon, and follow us on TikTok and Facebook. Link in the description. Barbelo was never lost, only hidden. And now, she rises again. This is Ancient Deities Dossier signing off. And as always, seekers of the arcane, stay curious, stay mythical.